as a measure of remembering the fallen soldiers of the entertainment industry who have made contributions, whether small or large, to the evolution of Jamaican music into a global phenomenon, here is a list of 13 artists and entertainers whose impact on music forever resonates with those they have left behind and who sadly left us way too soon. Soon forward. So starting the list is somebody that some persons might say they're not familiar with or they don't remember him, but it is J.O.E. Born Altinunez. Joe was regarded as one of the premier upstarts in a dancehall reggae after his smash hit No Mercy earned strong acclaim in 2009. The son of renowned dancer Patsy Ricketts, Joe J.O.E. seemed to have a promising career in front of him after having previously performed at Reggae Sumfest and St. Mary me come from. 2011 was poised for Joe to stamp his authority on the local scene as the Equinox music recording artist unveiled two well-received singles, Tonight and Rasta Chant. However, Joe's life and career were suddenly cut short after the 25-year-old Sing J suffered a ruptured blood vessel in the head, shocking fans across the industry. His death came just hours after performing a live rendition of Rasta Chant, which was later released in his honor. Coming in at number 12 is Coppercat. Just 2 weeks prior to Joe's death, a fellow young cultural artist, Demar Coppercat Graham, was shot and killed outside the home of his adopted father, Richie Stevens. The former Jamaica College student had garnered a buzz after the release of his first mainstream single, Make It Stay, in 2008. More success followed in 2010 after unveiling popular songs such as Friend Murderer and Life Goes On, the irony in that is so deep, encouraging fans with his upbeat, conscious, lyrical tone. After Coppercat's senseless killing in January of 2011, his final recording, Since You Come In, on the Penthouse record produced OMG Rhythm was released, reminding fans of what could have been for the young star who was only 22 when he died. At number 11 is Simpleton. I just the Coca-Cola bottle shape of it around the place was a famous lyric from the classic single Coca-Cola Bottle Shape by Christopher Simpleton Harrison in 1992. The St. Andrew native had a really bright future ahead of him thanks to the single, as it earned international acclaim for a dancehall genre that just began taking shape as a popular form of music. Noteworthy singles such as Quarter to 12 and Drive Me Crazy followed for the promising DJ, but any hopes of recreating similar success to his 90s string of hits were dashed after Simpleton suffered a heart attack at just 33 years old in 2004, ending his career in its prime. At number 10 is a female who many persons will say, who that? I don't know her. Natasja Saad. Many dancehall reggae artists and fans might raise an eyebrow seeing this name on the list. However, if you remember the chart-topping single Calabria and the girl who repetitively sang Easy Now, No Need to Go Down, the name might sound more familiar. Natasja Saad was born in Denmark but had a particular taste for dancehall music in 2000 and in 2006 became the first non-Jamaican to win the RFM sponsored Big Break competition, which allowed her to work at that year's staging of Reggae Sumfest. The following year, she recorded vocals for Calabria featuring Enior, which later topped the Billboard charts, earned her international acclaim, and was remixed featuring dancehall megastar Vybz Kartel. But Saad never got the opportunity to enjoy her overwhelming success after dying in a car accident in Spanish Town during the summer of 2007. She was 33. Her surname S-A-A-D, Sad indeed. Coming in at number 9, it's a dancing fever. Oniel Edwards, a cherished member of universally regarded dancehall group Voicemail. Oniel Edwards gained fame for his smooth vocals and dance move alongside Kevin Blair and Craig Jackson. Edwards scored several hits while a part of Voicemail such as Wacky Dip, No Behavior, and Ready to Party, amongst several others. On May 10, 2010, Edwards was robbed and shot several times in front of his Duane Park home and underwent several surgeries in an attempt to regain consciousness. However, 2 weeks later, Edwards was pronounced dead, leaving a major void in the highly acclaimed group while saddening the dancehall community, which later held a vigil in his honor. Since then, Blair and Jackson have carried on Edwards' legacy by continuing to perform as they ensure his music forever lives on. At number 8 is Delroy Wilson, one of foundation reggae's pioneers. Delroy Wilson mastered variations of his genre from the age of 13 when he recorded several ska and rocksteady singles. Wilson's career soared in the 70s, releasing classics such as Dancing Mood, Raining from the Sky, Better Must Come, and Footsteps from Another Man. Wilson's partnership with prominent reggae producer Bunny Lee helped Wilson enjoy chart success in the United Kingdom, while his collaboration with fellow reggae icon Babandi produced another chart topper, Lasting on My Mind, in 1976. However, Wilson's soothing voice and tender lyrical touch soon faded thereafter as releases became less common in the 1980s while his health slowly deteriorated. In 1995, a year after receiving a special plaque recognizing his musical contribution, Wilson died from cirrhosis of the liver at only 46 years old. Since his death, several dub plates and covers of his singles have been released in his honor, and a remix of Raining from the Sky was recently released featuring his daughter and upcoming reggae singer Shanna Wilson. This legend passed away just a few months ago in 2017. Frankie Paul. Paul was born in 1965. He was 52 years old when he died. Frankie, whose real name was Paul Blake, was blind from birth and spent his early life at the Salvation Army School for the Blind. While there, he met American R&B singer Stevie Wonder, who was in Kingston for a show at the National Stadium in the 1970s. Wonder urged him to become a professional singer. Like Wonder, Paul also played a number of instruments, including the keyboard. Paul, who had moved to the African nation of Gambia in 1994, was a major dancehall reggae star in the 80s and 1990s with hits like Words in the Dance, Pass the Kushumpeng, Tidal Wave, Casanova, and Sarah. Coming in at a cool number 6 is the cool ruler himself, Gregory Isaacs. Reggae musician Gregory Isaacs, born in Jamaica on July 15, 1951, died at age 59 at his London home on October 25, 2010, following a long illness. Isaacs is best known for his 1982 album Night Nurse, particularly the title track of the same album, and others such as number 1, Top 10, Rumors Them Spreading, to speak about a few. A prolific artist, he released over 50 albums and collaborated with some of the biggest names in reggae and dancehall, including producer Sugar Minott, who also died in 2010. Gregory was well loved by everyone, his fans and his family. His wife said he worked really hard to make sure he delivered the music he loved and enjoyed. Isaacs was diagnosed with lung cancer in 2009. Oh, them there. Well, them there did there. Coming in at number 5 is Mr. Wacky himself, Bogle. Whether you call him Bogle, Mr. Bogle, Father Bogle, or Mr. Wacky, no one can deny the special mark that dancer Gerald Levy has made in dancehall. For many years, Bogle thrilled the dancehall space with popular dance moves like Bogle Dance, Wacky Dip, Urkel Dance, Sesame Street, Pelpa, LOY, Jerry Springer, Zip It Up, World Dance, Pop Your Collar, Roll the Boat, Out and Bad, and Willie Bounce. Various dances across Jamaica and the world have also credited Bogle for the role he played in their dancing career and the major influence he has on the dancehall industry. Bogle was also known for his rather interesting sense of fashion and setting trends, much like he did with his smooth dance moves. No doubt Bogle stood out, but Bogle made his mark in other areas as he also tried his hand at music, recording all them there and also collaborating with Voicemail and Deli Ranks on Weddy Time. However, on January 20, 2005, his life was cut short. Bogle was shot while at a gas station in St. Andrew. His legacy continues to live on through dancers and artists, many of whom held him dear to their hearts. All them there. Making the list at number 4 is the Crown Prince of Reggae, Dennis Emmanuel Brown, a prolific singer with over 75 albums to his credit. Dennis Brown helped set the standard for reggae music in the 1970s and 80s. Dubbed the Crown Prince of Reggae by reggae icon Bob Marley, Brown mesmerized audiences with classics such as Promised Land, Revolution, and Money in My Pocket, earning him acclaim in the United Kingdom and Canada. Brown's singing exploits and occasional ventures into DJing made him a legend as he teamed with fellow foundation reggae pioneers such as Bunny Lee Scratch Perry, and Sonia Pottinger. Brown's consistency elevated him to legendary status before turning 30, amassing a slew of top 10 hits as well as a pair of Grammy Award nominations in 1994 and 2001 respectively. By the late 90s, Brown's health deteriorated after years of cocaine use and later died in 1999 after suffering cardiac arrest at the age of 42. Over the last decade, many tributes have been paid to him, including an honorary concert in 2000, the formation of the Dennis Emmanuel Brown Trust in 2001, and several remakes of his songs, most notably Land of Promise by reggae stalwart Damian Junior Gang Marley and American hip-hop superstar Nas. At number 3 is the stepping racer Peter Tosh, renowned for several years as Bob Marley's right-hand man. Whilst with the Wailers, Peter Tosh became a superstar in his own right, writing many of Marley's hits such as Get Up, Stand Up, No Sympathy, amongst others. After leaving Bob Marley and the Wailers in 1974, Tosh became a successful solo artist with singles such as Legalize It, Rumors of War, and Mystic Man, whilst also becoming a strong voice during the turbulent political era of the 1970s. Just months after winning a Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album, Tosh, 43, was murdered during an attempted robbery at his home in Kingston. Despite having his career shut down shortly after his greatest achievement, Tosh's contributions of music were impeccable, prompting calls by his daughter, Niambe Tosh, and fellow industry players to make him Jamaica's 8th national hero. That's a no-go, Tosh, but Tosh a general. R.I.P. my boss. At number 2, it is the artist, in my opinion, who have the most distinctive voice I've ever heard in the Jamaican music industry, and that is the silky one, Garnet Silk. If there was ever a reggae artist who could have been next in line to become a local legend, Garnet Silk personified that sentiment. With a divine voice and smooth persona to match, Silk gained popularity with Hello Mama Africa in 1992, a debut single that topped the UK, the United Kingdom charts. His thought-provoking lyrics and conscious vibes was somewhat reminiscent of a young Bob Marley, as he teamed with fellow reggae star Tony Rebel and iconic producer King Jammy to record a slew of hits that immediately elevated him to top draw status, including Fill Us Up With Your Mercy and Watch Over Our Shoulders. In 1994, Silk signed a major record deal with American label Atlantic Records as he looked poised to capitalize on his international success. However, a major void in the future of Jamaican music was soon left when Silk died after attempting to rescue his mother from a house fire. At just 28, reggae music lost its chosen one. This boy would have been a legend. No prizes or awards for guessing who makes it at number 1. The gang himself, Robert Nesta Marley. Bob Marley, though he died in 1981 of cancer at the tender age of 36, Bob Marley may still go down in history as the greatest musician ever in any genre. Though his over 20 number 1 hits and countless chart-topping albums captivated the world during his life, Marley's shocking death somehow enhanced his legacy, most notably when the popular 1984 compilation Legacy became Jamaican music's most successful album with over 25 million copies sold worldwide. Marley's brand, image and lyrics remain strongholds within society, not only because of its ability as a musician, but also his desire to fight and stand up for social causes, which made him a revolutionary. His birthday is posthumously celebrated like a holiday across the world, and with sons Stephen and Damian Marley becoming universal successes in their own rights, the appreciation of Marley's legacy may have its strongest impact nearly 40 years after his passing. What a man, what a musician, what a Jamaican, what a legend, the gang himself.
Them a preach and preach, the poor but they go beat and teach. See I'm some see beat and teach. So beat and teach. So beat and teach. Beat and teach. Beat and teach.
So peeps, you know what these 13 entertainers have in common? They have quality music, authentic music, you understand, content that have lasted the test of time. And I've said it before, these younger artists who are running down the hype and the fame, slow down a little bit, you understand, leg off of the hype a little bit, put in some work where you know say 20 years on the road, 30 years on the road, your music will outlive your existence. Your sons and your children and grandchildren can look on and say, that was the work of my father or grandfather. And I am proud to say that these artists are still relevant and will be relevant for the next 100 years because their work has outlived them. You understand? If you never put in the quality work, who not talk about them now? So it's just a lesson to the younger youths. Focus on what is important. Content, quality over quantity. Low the hype. It is good music that lives on. Hype fades after a while. Take heed. These artists would have left us way too soon. R.I.P. legends. I'm out. Thank you for watching the video. Drop a like and a comment down below and consider subscribing if you haven't done so as yet. Until next time, walk good.